board out of the phone and connect it to, you know, and pull it off.
Unfortunately, it's not like a hard drive component that
Yeah.
shows a lot. Just like that.
Yeah.
It should be like that.
Right, right.
Should be.
Okay,
We did that at the same
thank you
time.
for joining us this morning on Talk Saratoga, and we've got a split session today. We've got our regular monkey techs with us today, Vince and Chris, who will be on every other week to talk about a subject dealing with computers, computer repair, things you should have on your computer. And then we've got a show that was taped about a month ago when the heads of a event that's coming up were in town, and we taped it to play on Talk Saratoga. So we've got a split show today, but don't worry, Chris and Vince will be with us every other Saturday for the first 20 minutes or so. Welcome, guys.
Hey, good morning, Rick.
Morning, Rick.
How you
Good morning,
doing?
everyone out there.
Yeah. You know, we want to build this show up to a call-in question and answer period. And if you have any questions about your computer or a topic that we'll have every 2 weeks, you know, please feel free to call in. The number is 518-580-5783. That's 580-5783. And this is WSPN 91.1 FM Skidmore Radio. And the show will be podcasted on SaratogaBroadcasting.com under Talk Saratoga page. Talk Saratoga page, and Tech Monkeys has their own podcast page on there, so everything will be up on both pages. So, guys, today the topic, as I got information from Chris yesterday, was antivirus.
Yes, that's what we're going to talk about today.
All right. So
How
why don't
important?
Go ahead.
Yeah, how important it is to have a antivirus program in your PC, and you know why you should have that. Vince, maybe you can explain a little bit on that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of the biggest things that we come across is virus infections, spyware infections, adware, malware, things of this nature. So, you know, it's definitely the top of our list as far as things to talk about, is keeping you safe while you're browsing the internet. One of the biggest things, you know, because if you can avoid these things in the first place, that's fantastic. But if not, if you're in a situation, you know, we can help you with that too. So basically that's what we're here to talk about today, is different types of viruses, different types of spyware, how you get it, and more importantly, how you don't get it, or how you get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah, nobody wants that. Yeah.
No. But it's surprising probably how many people
Yeah, they'll have a
that
virus,
stuff, you know.
right? They'll have it, and they won't even know they have it. That's why, you know, in our business we sell managed service. We sell a web route that's managed, so we actually know that you have a virus before you even know, and then we go in and we can correct that right away before any damage is done.
Yeah. I mean, managed service is definitely the way to go. A lot of people aren't aware of that or what that is. You know, most people go out to a store, they pick one, they buy it, they bring it home, they install it, and then, you know, it's on the user really to take care of it. Make sure it's updated. Make sure you're scanning every once in a while. Check, make sure it's working. A lot of people buy antivirus and it goes out of date, or it just doesn't work properly because they're not keeping up with it. They just assume it's going to work correctly. Not always the case. You know, so what we've done is we've basically scoured the market, found the best antivirus, which in our opinion is going to be the web root. This is what we're working with. It's been number one for quite a while, and no one seems to be able to take them down. So we stick with that. And then, like Chris said, the managed side is a lot different than just buying a product. You know, when we install antivirus on your system, you're not going to have any control over it. If you even try to open the antivirus product, it's going to tell you, call your network administrator. Call us if you want to work with this product. Because you don't need to. We do it for you. Make sure it's updated. Make sure it's scanning regularly, every day, deep scans. You know, like Chris said, the most important thing is that it's proactive. You know, if there's going to be a threat, we're going to know about it and be able to do something about it before you figure out, hey, I have a problem. I better call these guys. We're going to be calling you saying, listen, you have a problem. We're going to take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Now, what's the cost of that if someone wanted you to be the administrators of their account?
Right. So that would be $80 for the year, and then we would be, responsible, and we would be right there for any viruses that came in or any malware. We would take care of that.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to pay a little bit more than you would in a store. You go to a retail store, buy an antivirus, you're going to pay maybe $50 or $60 for the product for the year. Through us, you're going to pay that $80. It's a little bit more money, but you're getting 24/7 monitoring.
Well, that's
right. Peace of mind.
And a very inexpensive.
Yeah, and I mean, especially for
mean,
businesses, Rick. I mean, you get a place that has 3 locations with a bunch of employees in each spot. It becomes very difficult to manage an antivirus solution over those conditions.
Well, yeah, and a lot of times people don't know who to call.
Exactly.
And it's how much is it going to cost them? I mean, and a lot of people just don't do anything because they're going to say, "Oh, it's going to cost me a fortune."
Yeah.
But I think dealing with a company like yours with TechMonkey, I mean, they're going to have peace of mind, like you said, Chris, and they'll know who to get a hold of right away.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's all centralized too, so it's all in one console, all the devices. You can see everyone in one spot. You can see who's having problems, who isn't. It's all right there. Plus, it alerts us in real time.
And Rick, you also mentioned about the cost. I just want to say it's going to cost a lot more if they do get a virus or your computer is held for ransom.
Right.
And to get that fixed. Plus, you also could lose your data, lose all your pictures.
That's right.
Of your children or family or whatever. So it's more important and just as easily said to spend the $80 and and have peace of mind and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, you get that one instance where you get a serious infection. It's like ransomware, like Chris said. It's going to come in. It's going to encrypt your files. You're not going to be able to access your data. Next thing you know, you got hackers calling you on the phone trying to get you to pay money. We see this every day with people.
And I've been getting phone calls on my cell phone from use Ganaban or all these foreign countries.
Sure.
And I mean, I just block them, but I'm sure they go into the computer. So I mean, I'm going to sign up this week.
It's not a bad idea. I mean,
well, no, I mean,
it doesn't guarantee that you'll never get a virus, Rick. I mean, you still have a chance of getting a virus. The difference is that if you do contract a virus, chances are it's going to be a 0-day virus.
Right.
It's going to be something that was just released that our antivirus product hasn't had a chance to update itself yet to protect against.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, you make a phone call, and you don't have to worry.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Or being on our managed service, and we know that you'll have a virus before you do.
So that's the truth. I mean, you spend an $80 a year. That one time that you do get infected, lose your data. For us to get back your data, rebuild your machine, everything else. You're going into the hundreds of dollars now.
Now, $80 payable in U.S. dollars. Don't try to pay in bananas because they won't take it. But opening emails, that's a dangerous thing to do if you don't know who they're coming from, correct?
You hit it right on the head when you said that, Rick. The first thing you want to do is make sure you know who it's coming from. That's usually how you can spot a bogus email right off the bat. You look at who it's coming from. So, right away, you see it's coming from Microsoft. They say they're Microsoft. They say they're PayPal, whoever they say they are. They got the logos. It looks great. You look at where it's coming from, you see some kind of weird Yahoo address or Gmail address.
Yeah, right.
Right away. It's not a real deal.
And they're big companies that you're getting these messages from, and people get nervous when they say, we've updated our agreement, and, you have to pay $20, and that's a one-time fee to have your agreement updated. And the email is eBay. Maybe eBay something after the slash.
Yeah, they could try to trick you, and you think you're clicking on eBay, or you're clicking on a photo or something you're searching for, and then all of a sudden now you downloaded a virus.
Somebody's in your machine.
Yeah. Yep, and you never want to when get people that call and pretend that they're saying they're from Microsoft or from a company, and then you're going to let them remotely access into your computer. It's not a good thing, because then once they're in your computer, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, and what that's going to involve is putting a dropper on there, installing the Trojan,
Sure.
holding your stuff for ransom. That's why it's called ransomware,
and
straight out.
You get a lot of calls with from Microsoft techs, and it's funny because they're, and I don't mean to knock any race, but they're usually Indian, not American Indians, but from India, with names like Bob and Joe and Chris. It's just Chris.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I just hang up on them, but there's some people that just get nervous that,
Well,
Sure.
the golden rule is pretty simple. These companies, they do not call you directly. They do not ask you for personal information, and they would never ask you for a password or a credit card over the phone. It's just not what they do. And that's the reason they don't do it. So they want you to know that if someone's calling you, asking for personal information, saying they're from a company, it's not them. Just the fact that they're calling you directly, asking you for these things right away, it's not them.
it's like the IRS. They never call
Yeah.
you.
Exactly.
But what they're preying on is they're preying on older people,
Sure.
people that might not have all their wits about them, and they're going to fall for these things
Or
right
just
away.
the knowledge of just not knowing, and then they're so convincing when they call.
This is true.
They just make you think that you have an issue with your computer, and that you need to fix it right away, or you're going to lose all your pictures.
And they'll use redirected web pages to prove that. They'll have you look at actually what's a web page that they designed that looks like your computer's freaking out. When in actuality, you're just looking at one of their web pages.
Or even if they send, you're looking at one of their web pages.
Yeah.
But
Look how bad your computer is.
Yeah. Sometimes they even, like if they're imitating eBay, they'll even have you go to that, click on that thing, and it takes you to a site that looks like eBay front page.
Oh yeah. I mean, most recently we had someone we dealt with that, they had them go out and to Walmart and Target and stuff and buy gift cards and then give them the numbers over the phone as payment. Gift cards from Walmart and Target.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not know that this is a scam?
Oh yeah, everybody gets them though. You've got $100 gift certificate at Walmart. Click here and whatever.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So you see a lot of this, obviously, and it's got to be frustrating trying to tell people that this is what you should have, and because everybody thinks they're a computer genius because they can turn their computer on. And I learned one thing from these guys. I used to keep my passwords in a Word file on my computer. And he says, "What the heck are you doing?" So now I keep it on a stick, and if I need to go in and get something, I put that on. But
my favorite, Rick, is the sticky note on the screen.
Yeah, yeah. But I probably have 19 pages of them,
Yeah.
But I mean, he said, "What are you doing?" And it's little things like that people have, and they think nothing about it. But I think they need, a little advice. And
Right. I mean,
right.
You keep the, all those files, your passwords, and all your important information all into a folder. Also, not just because somebody can get that. Wonder if something happens to your computer, your hard drive crashes. Now there goes all your passwords. Now you don't remember what's password for what. And that's a whole other story about backing up and why you should back up.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And another thing that a lot of people don't realize, unless they're network administrators, is, and I know this might not sound right, but it's true, the biggest threat to your computers, especially within a network environment, are your users.
Yeah. Well, I would say that's what I was going to say. The biggest threat to a computer is the person that's using.
Yeah, I didn't want people to take that the wrong way, but it's the truth.
But it's the truth.
It is the truth.
You need things to be pointed out. The average computer user doesn't know anything but to turn the computer on, get on the internet, get on their Facebook, and they don't ever think of what can happen.
Yeah.
Now, if someone has an external hard drive, all right, should they have the antivirus program put on that also?
No.
No.
No, it's gonna. You can set it. We can set it to scan that as well. It's just another drive on the machine.
Right.
So the local antivirus would take care of the external drives as well.
All right. Because I have an external drive, and I try and back my computer up, but it keeps saying that some of the files are too long and they couldn't back it up. But so I just wanted to know. I'll have you guys look at it someday.
I already know what you're talking about. What happens with Windows is sometimes you'll see that error. It's talking about the length of the name of the file is too long. Yeah, you just have a lot of stuff, so your levels have gone real deep.
Yeah.
So I believe the limit is 255 characters on that. And once you exceed that, it causes issues.
Okay.
But there's ways around that too. We can truncate that.
So anybody that has a problem backing up the computer to an external drive is also beneficial to get a hold of you too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yep. So anyone that's listening right now, give me or Vince a call at the WSPN 91.1.
Yeah, give a
518-580-5783. Give us a shout. We'll be happy to talk to you.
And also your phone number where someone can call you if they have a problem to get you to do some work for you or come over and diagnose a problem.
Yeah, we're basically tech-monkeys.com. We can be emailed at support@tech-monkeys.com. Also can be reached phone 518-450-8635 or 518-430-8653.
Excellent. You like to get into organizations to, you also do some training, don't you?
We absolutely do. You absolutely do training, multiple kinds of training. Individuals that are looking to learn things like Office, Word, whatever. We'll also do groups for certification purposes. People that are looking to pursue Microsoft certifications, Apple certifications, things like that. We do that as well.
Yep. Or if you're just learning the basics, we'll be happy to help you there too.
Sure.
We're including everyone. So just starting out or just turning on a computer for the first time, we're there for you.
Right, and you can go into a organization like I was talking to Chris about the other day, like the senior center, who has maybe 3 or 4 computers that people like to get on, and they don't have a computer themselves, or they're learning the computer. Now, if you went into an organization like that, you would also check to see what they have as far as antivirus program on their computers, because they may not be thinking about having that because they're just a small place with 4 computers for people to access the internet on.
Yeah, that's one of the worst threats of all. We're talking about computers that are publicly accessed by multiple people on a regular basis.
Sure.
Yeah, Rick, we were just over to Home of the Good Shepherd yesterday. We had a class over there. In fact, we were talking about antivirus and malware. So me and Vince, we had a great day. Had a great turnout. If anyone else is out there that's listening, that any of your loved ones, need help, a class, training, whatever, we're there to educate you.
Yeah, or even if you live in a place like Wesley,
True.
where
Yep.
there's probably a lot of people have computers. I know when my in-laws were there, that's when they first got their computer. Of course, I was over there. My father-in-law only liked to play puzzles on it because he didn't even know how to get on the internet. But my mother-in-law used to get on the internet and send messages to my brother-in-law lives in Seattle and the other one lives in Boulder, and it was a great way to keep in touch with them. But to tell you the truth, I don't know if they had any antivirus program on their computer.
Yeah, yep. And what you were saying, Rick, about getting their computer, and one thing we do is we're a mobile service. So some people, or a lot of people actually, we're finding is that they don't want to take their computer, unhook it all from their desk or whatever, and then bring it to a shop. They like us coming there. It's just easier for them because they don't have to connect that all back up, or they might not remember how to do it. So that just makes things easier for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, as one gets older, you forget how to do little things. Like I used to be able to hook up stereo system figure out everything, and now my daughter has to do it because, you know, you lose a little bit of, you know, you get.
Things
Gotta
change
keep that
too.
brain going.
Things
That's
change.
right. You got to keep that brain going.
It's one of the biggest
It's
things.
a little mushy up there, but
Keeping up with things, that's one of the biggest things that we have to do on a regular basis.
yeah.
You know,
So,
stuff changes every day.
New products that come out, we have to be on top of our game.
Now, is there any antivirus program when you go over to someone that doesn't have it that you recommend, or you just put them on? I mean,
We try to get
$80
everyone on our managed web route. That's
Okay.
the only thing we recommend. It's the only thing we recommend. And that's another thing I wanted to bring up in what you said before, Rick, is that one of the biggest issues is that people will go for free programs. They, well, I could just get a free program.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It won't be fine. Okay?
Free is
That's the
free.
issue. Yeah. There's a reason it's free.
You pay what you.
Free. It's going to come with ads. It's not going to protect you like
Right.
like a managed service would.
Yeah.
Well, if I went into a place and I was able to sell somebody an antivirus program, and you told me that, you know, for $80 a year we would administer that program. If you had any problems, call us. I think that's a win-win on anybody's game. I mean, I don't care how much money you have for $80 a year. That's
Yeah, that's what is that? That's not even a cup
that's
of
not
coffee.
even $8. Right, it's not even $8.
Yeah.
It's less than $8 a month. You know,
It really is.
so-
It's a great deal, and it actually works. That's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
thing.
think of all the important things that you do have in your computer that must be protected. So for $80, it's very, very inexpensive.
Yeah, and plus once you're on our managed antivirus, you're considered a client of Tech Monkeys,
Excellent.
and you can call us anytime.
Well, listen, guys, it's great having you on this morning, and in 2 weeks we'll be on again with another topic, and we're gonna grow this thing so that we get some calls in, and once we get streaming again up here, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more interest because it's a very major topic to for people. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
coming in
very
is
important.
great.
Yeah.
Great. So until 2 weeks from now, which will be the 27th, we will.
Yeah, we want to thank you, Rick, for having us on your show.
Oh, it's no problem.
Yeah, we really enjoy it.
You are now one of the Talk Saratoga superstars
Ah.
that we introduced in the beginning of the show. So. From here, we're going to pause for a minute to say goodbye to Chris and Vince, and then we'll get into our show. So stay with us.